Hi everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. This is the first soap of the new year, so I thought the perfect fragrance to use would be one called Early Sunrise type. So I'm assuming it's maybe a Bath & Body Works dupe, but I'm not sure. It says, this fragrance will remind you of the feeling you get when watching the sunrise in the morning. A new day, a new fresh beginning. This fragrance is a complex blend of just the right amount of lemon, grapefruit, clementine, green herbal notes, and amber woods. And I found a picture that I'm using as inspiration. I wanted to kind of do like a layered ombre type. Hopefully the camera picks that up okay. So you can see how the colors kind of blend in together. It starts with like a tealish aqua and then mixed with orange and yellow and a little more orange up to pink and almost like a pinky purple. And I also, so I'm going to keep this to the side for reference, but I also made these to be like to represent kind of the sun that I'll stick in probably after I do the orangish color. So I have several colors I'm using. I have Soapberry Yellow from TKB. I have Tahitian Teal from Mad Oils. I have Pink Lemonade from Nurture Soap. Tangerine Dream from Mad Oils, which is also the color that I used to make the suns. And then I have a tiny bit of this purple, I don't know what the name of it is, that I will blend with the little bit of pink kind of for the top layer. So I don't believe I'll be doing any piping on this soap. It'll just kind of have the layer on the top. So I have all my clay mixed in here, and I'm just going to go ahead and add my lye solution. I have not made soap in about 3 weeks or so, so I kind of had to step back and think of what I was doing and get back in the groove of it. Now, I have had no inspiration the past week or so to make any soap. I told my husband I'm waiting to get inspired. And then I looked through my fragrances, and in fact, I had ordered a bunch of new ones and saw this Early Sunrise type, and I thought, I'm going to start off with that. So I started looking at sunrise pictures, and then ended up, I don't even know how I found that one. So a lot of times when I kind of feel like I need inspiration, I look on Pinterest. I look at cake decorating videos or cupcakes on Pinterest. I will just Google something. You can go on, the name just slipped my mind. It's where you can go on and they have a bunch of color palettes, and you can get inspiration from that also. So I really want to do some piping. I have some fragrances that I think would look pretty with piping on them. So I do have plans. I think I just needed to take a little bit of time off for the holidays, and now it feels good to kind of be back at it. So I'm just going to separate these out. The layers were pretty much even. I may have to fill all these up. There's no white in this soap, which I usually use white. So I'm hoping that these containers will hold all of the soap. set for about 20 minutes, and I think it's okay to texture now. I just kind of marked off where my loaves are. I don't know, because I thought about just kind of scooping it towards the center, but I kind of think I'll just do like little, maybe curly waves. I don't know. I also have a little bit of fine Himalayan sea salt, and I think I'll add it down the center of each of the loaves. I may end up changing this. With it being a solid color, I like it because you can kind of play around with it. I'm not used to just having a top like this. It's kind of fun. I'm wondering, maybe you guys can leave me comments, do you like to watch videos of soap making where the tops are more simple and just textured? Or do you like to watch videos more with piping? You know, everybody likes something different. And kind of my style is to pipe, but, you know, it's nice to do something a little bit more simple too. And I know that some people would prefer that, so maybe leave me a comment. I am curious what you guys think about it. So I'm wondering if I like this, just kind of like a little swirls everywhere, or I am back to cut this early sunrise soap, and it's still a little bit soft, but there's the side of it and the top. I absolutely love this fragrance. I had never smelled it before. I had said earlier it was Bath and Body Works, but I believe it's Yankee Candle. I don't know if they still carry this scent, but it's really nice. It's very invigorating, and I can smell grapefruit a lot in it, which is really pretty. So I'm going to cut these a tad, just a tad smaller, only because they're higher because of the embed. And I did cut the first corner loaf, and it was okay. I think it's pretty. The middle loaf is always prettier than the end loaf. But I think it looks a lot like my picture. I should show you I showed it in the beginning, but I want to compare it and see. Wow. Look how close that is. That's crazy. Of course, the sun is in there, but wow. That's cool. Okay, so put that there. Boy, it did. I had said on my Facebook page how it was hard to get back in the groove. I really had to force myself to come up with a soap to make. And the easiest way for me to get inspired is, I mentioned earlier about, you know, you can go on Design Seeds or Pinterest or whatever. But sometimes what I do is I just look at the fragrance, all my fragrances, and then I kind of just think about it and try to come up with a design based on the scent. And I knew I didn't want to do anything like with blues and beachy colors. I wanted to do something fresh and bright. So I think it turned out really pretty, and I like how it turned out so similar to my inspiration picture. I would say where that picture came from, but I don't even know. It was just, it popped up when I typed in, or I think I just typed in sunrise, and it came scrolling through and I found it. So, but definite great fragrance. I'm marking it down as one to make again because I think people will really like it. Right now, okay, I live in Myrtle Beach, and right now we are expecting 3 to 6 inches of snow starting about 6 p.m. It's freezing rain out right now, and it's icy. I went out to get the mail and almost fell on my butt. But it's really icy, and schools are closed. They were supposed to go back today after break. They're closed today. They're closed tomorrow. And I know Georgetown County, which is Charleston area, is already getting quite a bit of snow. So for us, we're just not prepared to, you know, clear the roads and do all that. Like, I'm from New York, so to me 3 to 6 inches is like, oh, it's not really a big deal. But down here it is a big deal. They really just don't have the equipment to, I think they can go out and salt the roads, but as far as snow removal, I'm sure they'd have to bring in some kind of plows or something if they need to. So it's really chilly out, and I like it. I think it feels, I wish it would have happened more towards Christmas, but it's fun. And Lindsay is waiting. She wants to go out and play with her friends when it does snow. So, but I had a hard time getting back in the groove of making soap. But after I made this, I wanted to make another one. And so I've already got an idea for my next soap. So all I needed to do was make one, and then I knew it would get me back in the groove. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.